Evening. I'm going to try throwing a pie pan. Let's see if this works out. Okay, so I'm starting with 1/6 of a 25-pound bag of clay. And I've talked about this in the past. I'm not really needing any greater specificity than that. So starting off, the puck needs to be the width of the finished foot ring, which in the case of a pie pan is pretty wide. Okay, I'm judging the thickness of the bottom in part through depth perception and in part through experience of how it feels, how the clay resisting between my fingertips and the wheel head feel. But you can also do this. Okay? So I will lose half of that when I trim, which is about what I want. Okay, so I want to compress the clay, smooth it out. There's going to be food in here. I don't need tricky textures or swirls or things to try to imply that it was hand thrown. I know it was hand thrown. Customer knows it was hand thrown. What I need is for it to behave well in the presence of food. Now in the case of a pie pan, this part, the width there is a safety feature, because not only is it an ornamental surface, it's what you're grabbing it by. It's the difference between getting it successfully out of the oven and dropping it on the floor. And you can even add some texture to that, although I tend to do that in the trimming process. Right now it's a little too wet. Okay. So, I want it to flare, in part because as it dries, it's going to pop back up. So I need to open it. If it starts too upright, it just doesn't look right when it's finished. Okay, I'm going to smooth the rim. It's less important, actually, with something like this, because, no one's ever going to put this rim to their mouth. But I'm sort of in the habit of it. Here we go. One pie pan. Here, let me tip it. Have a good evening.